Black Talk. You feel me? Look for it. Love. Philly Black, nigga. All work, no play shit. Lightside Nation. Black Talk, nigga. Affecting it to show affection, feel defected. Affecting at an early age from being neglected. That explains why every time I go to love or somebody love me, you always second guess it. Remembering the household, 3 women, 2 men. Pops wasn't around, but now I understand. It took for me to grow old, talk to Pops as an adult, realize he never broke, but it was times he had to bend. Older brother in the streets, older sister right behind him. It was Pokemon cards, juvie and big timers. Chilling with Delano McKillen where you can find us. Then I got a job painting and planting gardens. Guess I was destined that I would get it regardless. No, I ain't soft and I don't claim to be the hardest. No, I ain't dumb and I don't claim to be the smartest. I woke up and realized I'm just an artist. I just want to thank everybody and anybody, you know what I mean, that's listening to this album. Philly Black, all work, no play shit. High Side Nation. Look out for Black Talk coming soon, man. Okay, the mirror never lie, you gotta look a bit closer. Ask yourself all the questions you know and that will expose you. Can't answer yourself, then you ain't doing what you're supposed to. Find hope, cause it might be too late if it approach you. I'm doing me and only need to acknowledge myself and never work. So go and put your hate on the shelf. I ask myself, what's worse, ass whooping or me bitching up? Never been a sucker, crazy K, I don't give a fuck. I don't gangbang, mine already made up. Do I really gotta join the gang or is it all love? Grew up in the projects, but it ain't all hood. If you too thug to respect that nigga, it's all good. I don't really care what you think about me. What you think about me, I don't give a damn. See, I don't really know what you know about me, but what you need to know about me is I know who I am. Who are you? You know what I mean? I like some little commercial inserts on. I could just plug them in there and it, wow.
We back.
We back, okay, with another one, Philly Black Chats with MzAwnee. Conversations, you know what I mean, on topics y'all choose. This one is going to be part 2 of our relationships. So we finished off last time on a couple questions that we had, so we're just going to pick up this time, you know what I mean, and just continue on where we was at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What's the term we just came up with, Mom?
Oh, you gonna say it now?
Thermometer.
The Thermometer. Yeah, the thermometer. Okay, my thermometer, informed me. But it seems as if I was jumping off topic a little or something of the sort. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to keep it more brief this time and to the point, and not dive all into, you know what I mean, my wormholes and stuff going in and out of these conversations, okay? Or when we answer the question. So I'll answer my question the best way I can, short and sweet, and then I'll let y'all know what I'm talking about. but let's go ahead and, you know what I mean? Let's introduce you again, Mom, and so they know what's going on and who you are.
All right. I'm MzAwnee Mitchell, licensed marriage and family therapist. I currently practice in person in Lodi. I also provide telehealth services, and I basically just help people do life. Sometimes life gets overwhelming and, people get stuck, and I help them get unstuck.
Okay. Let them know. And I, of course, you know what I mean, I'm Philly Black, 209 to make the distinction. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is with me. You know what I mean? I'm pretty much just an artist, and I'm here, collaging with my mom or whatever, so I can help y'all or talk to y'all the best way we can and give y'all some information. Type of deal. Okay, relationships is our conversation that we're having at this moment. If y'all missed the graphic, or if y'all missed what the meanings of, the graphics mean, or the pictures that we got up here, we got the first one where your heart is being bandaged up from two people, you know what I mean, trying to heal each other and help each other from their past. We got the second picture up here to the top right, you know what I mean, where you're putting up a wall and, you know what I mean, against your loved one or something of the sort. We got another one where you're controlling, the bottom left, where you're trying to control your loved one and stuff like that, or you know what I mean, manipulate them. Then we got the bottom right, where it can show that you're trying to do something, or it shows on the outside that it's something nice, but really, you know what I mean, you're pretty much attacking them or you're harming them, you know, type of deal with the shadow behind it. That's my favorite graphic right there. But enough for all of that. If y'all watch part one, y'all got all that in depth. So let's go ahead and get to our actual conversation. Okay, Mom. So the last one that we left off on was, what was it? How to make your partner recognize that their past is, you know what I mean, the issue and not them. So the question that we were supposed to be going on to now, you know, is how to recognize when you are in an abusive relationship.
Wow. Okay, so for the most part, if you're walking on eggshells around your partner, you're trying not to make them mad. You're trying to do what they want because you don't like the consequences of doing otherwise. So those consequences can, come in the form of some sort of verbal abuse, emotional abuse, or even the physical abuse. And
What
so,
some questions we got lined up as far as all of them that you just touched?
okay, okay. So, but yeah, if you're, basically walking on eggshells, trying not to upset your partner, um, you know, because you don't like the consequences, that I would say is in a abusive or toxic relationship.
Type of deal. I would say pretty much it just, you know, matches up with everything you just said. Pretty much just when, you know what I mean, you don't feel at ease or comfortable around your significant other. You know what I mean? If you know, feel a certain type of way or something, and you know, you're having a good day, but you're getting ready to walk in the house, and all of a sudden it's just like, you know what I mean? Like type of deal. You know what I mean? You just, I mean, your whole mood. You know what I mean? Just if you have to change your whole mood, just being around them or something like that, then yeah, that can definitely be, you know what I mean, a sign that something ain't right. That you know someone is being abused there.
Yep.
Type of deal. Okay. So, dude, because is this the part where I can just, you know what I mean, dig into what I'm?
I mean,
Okay.
hey, if you got more to say, say it,
Nah, I mean,
so
I
we
was
can
just
fully cover
I was just
this
gonna say, you
topic.
know what I mean. Pretty much, it is like it is what it is. You know what I mean. That's how you can definitely recognize it. You know what I mean. When you just always find yourself in an uncomfortable, you know what I mean, type of situation around your partner. Like you're supposed to be able to be comfortable around them. So the fact that you can't feel comfortable, you feel me? Then yes, that is a problem. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just, I mean, it's easy to recognize. Well, it's not that easy, you feel me, because it comes in all shapes and sizes or forms, type of deal. But you would know to yourself, you know what I mean, if you're constantly attacked, you know what I mean, or feel under attack by your significant other. That's definitely, you know what I mean, a sign or a way to recognize that you're being abused.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go right on to what you said. You said that it also comes in the form of verbal abuse.
Ooh.
What is some you know some signs to realize that what is verbal abuse pretty much.
Verbal abuse, and of course it can lean over into emotional abuse as well, but we're going to try to stick with the verbal. Mainly it is like being, overly criticized, always telling you, you've done something wrong, without ever being told you do anything right. Of course, calling names, insulting character, insulting your character, and then basically totally being disrespectful with words, towards your partner.
Type of deal. I definitely, you know what I mean, try to watch what I say. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, yeah, you know what I mean. Actually, yeah, like always putting the blame on them. You feel me? That's where it comes into being uncomfortable around your other. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean. You feel like you finna get blamed for something. You know, you feel like something. You know, like verbal abuse. Really, it just comes off. You know, when you literally just disrespect your other when you talk to them. You know what disrespect is. You know what I mean. How you don't want people talking to you and stuff of the sort. So when you can find yourself doing that to your other, you're literally verbally abusing them. You know what I'm saying? Type of deal.
And I think you know when you saying something messed up.
Exactly. That's what I'm
You
saying. Like
know
you
exactly
understand.
what you're doing when you
Yeah,
just
you
spit
know what
out all
you're
of
doing.
that stuff.
And like we also said before or whatever, or like I was saying, you know, how they always say it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know what I mean? Just because you're saying it with a smile on your face, you know what I'm saying? That does not change the sting of the words that is coming out of your mouth. Like
Right. I'm a firm believer in, there's a way to say everything. However, a lot of the things, in the verbal abuse category don't need to be said at all. You're just saying them to hurt, period. So when you're saying stuff to hurt, then you are being verbally abusive. And then if you're on the receiving end of it, if your partner is always saying something to hurt you, then you are being verbally abused.
type of deal. Type of deal. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Like we said, you know what you're saying. You know what I mean? You know what you meant by what you said. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even no point, you trying to
Well,
go over like,
yeah,
what's that mean? Like, it was me. If you got to ask yourself, what's that mean? 9 times out of 10, it was me. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
And
Like,
people, hide behind the guise of I'm just being 100. I'm just telling the truth. The truth hurts. Yeah, but a lot of times you don't beat somebody up with even the truth. You know,
yeah, type of
they
deal.
they know what the truth is. We don't need you to keep saying it and
Yeah, at
making
the end of
someone
the day,
feel worse about it.
they got to understand it's a relationship thing. Y'all are supposed to be there to be helping each other get better. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And if I mean, 9 times out of 10, yes, the truth do hurts. So the fact that you and your significant other know the truth, then y'all should easily, you know what I mean, be able to avoid it type of deal. And there should be no reason why you hang it over their head or whatever and verbally slap them around with that truth. It's
Right.
impossible.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I'm moving through the questions a little faster. No,
Yeah. Your
but let me go
barometer
ahead. Let me go ahead.
hooked you up, huh?
But yeah, you know what I mean. Now she done mentally abused me, so now I'm scared to talk on my own show. You guys, no, I'm just that's terrible. That's terrible. Let me see. Click the link. You feel me to join the live,
All
and then
right.
I'm also gonna toss this down there too with it. Oh, I can't do them both. Okay, I had to go back and forth, so I'm gonna leave it here first. Okay, so let me see. What was the that was what can be considered as verbal abuse, right?
Right.
So what is considered as emotional abuse?
Emotional abuse. So this is where, of course, the verbal comes in because, if you're in a relationship and you're in a relationship with someone who is always like saying things to down what you're doing, to minimize and discount your achievements and things like that, that is emotional abuse. And then it even goes further into like the silent treatment, you know your partner does something that offends you, and instead of talking to them about it, you go into the silent treatment and make them, try to figure it out for 3 days or a week. That's emotional abuse.
Okay.
Stonewalling, not letting, having a discussion, but only wanting your side to get out, not wanting to hear the other side, or what was going on. Basically, not, I mean, like as far as excuses, we shouldn't really be using those in the relationship arena, but a lot of times we can explain our intent, and then if you are not allowing your partner to explain their intent, what they were thinking, so on and so forth, then that is emotional abuse. you know Withholding intimacy, that's emotional abuse.
Type of deal. I
You know what, to be honest, all that petty stuff,
I was just gonna say,
just petty.
to be honest or whatever, you feel me? It's pretty much it's the same as verbal abuse, but now you're just doing it with actions or whatever to
Yeah,
a certain extent.
yeah.
And yeah, you know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean, trying to make, you know what I mean, your significant other, you feel me, feel like you're all they have, and you know what I mean, and want to just down talk, like say all of their friends and stuff, and you know what I mean, you can really have a toll, you know what I mean, trying to, dab into
See, now
your
you're going into the toxic territory.
yeah, I'm just
You
saying,
know,
yeah, it's like, I mean, it's so many ways that your emotions can be played with. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. You know what I mean? It's really hard to get away from that one because you can definitely disguise verbal abuse and physical abuse, you feel me, with emotional abuse, and it's just as effective. You get what I'm saying? So
it
you
all
just
hurts.
yeah, type of deal. You know what I mean? I mean, it all hit the same. Well, actually, some of them just they hit different. You know what I mean? And for an emotional one, you know what I'm saying? That's a more spiritual feeling for yourself. You feel me? So for someone to touch that nerve or whatever with abuse is kind of more damaging than the others because you can
I
easily
forgot
forget.
to add one.
What's that?
Being a cheater is emotional abuse, right?
Oh, most definitely, because that ultimately makes your significant other feel like you know what I mean. They're not good enough. You know what
They're
I mean.
not
They're
good
not. It's
enough.
not them. Yeah,
Right.
most definitely. But I'm just, and it's like, okay, damn. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so to touch, you know what I mean. One's soul with abuse, you know what I mean, could be more damaging between verbal and physical because physical can heal over time. You know what I mean? Verbal, you can easily, you know what I mean, block that out or whatever, you feel me, and not listen to it. You feel me? But when someone touches you in the core, you know what I mean, you cannot shake that. You feel me? That's always going to be there with you once that one sink in. You know what I'm saying? So emotional abuse can be way worse than physical and verbal abuse, believe it or
And
not.
you know what? To be honest, verbal and physical is also emotional abuse
Type of deal.
because you're being hurt by somebody you love.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, it all translates into
Yeah,
emotional abuse.
just like I say in my song or whatever. Matter of fact, this one ain't even really released yet or nothing like that.
Uh-oh.
This, but
You
it's the
gonna
new
hit us
one,
with
the
something
newest one
new?
that I've been doing, No Days Off. It's the newest one that I got the No Days Off on or whatever. And I say how I say it. I know it's been a while, but my heart's still sore. You know what I mean? Type of deal.
Yeah.
That's where that's emotional abuse. You get what I'm saying? Like it sucks. Okay, it don't feel good. But okay,
And giving your spouse 2 weeks to heal after she finds out or he finds out that you've cheated,
that ain't
that
enough. That ain't enough.
it's not old news yet. It's still not old
That ain't
in two
enough.
weeks.
That ain't enough. You feel me? Cheating on shit. That's gonna hang. That's gonna hang with a person. That's gonna hang with y'all as long as y'all there now. Because
Well,
they always
it's gonna hang with you as long as your movements are the same, as long as your behavior is the same.
type of deal.
So
Long, you know
the
what I mean? Sure.
yeah, how you get past that is change your behavior.
Or you know what I
All
mean?
the
And
way.
the best way to get by it, you feel me, is you not with them. You know what I mean? And that ain't even, but that really ain't even gonna help you, to be honest. You know what I mean? That's gonna hurt you. That's gonna add more to the hurt. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Because now you got to go on without this person you wanted to go on with. You get what I'm saying? And it's like,
Yeah.
it's a double whammy. You know what I mean? So for that end to like, it's just it ain't worth it if you ask me.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
How
right.
to realize that you is being physically abused.
When
Okay.
it hurt.
Okay, well, this is not, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. You know what I mean, type of deal. But let's just say, okay, let's go with the more difficult forms of recognizing what physical abuse is. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so most you would instantly go to, you know what I mean? Oh, they put their hands on me or something, they slap me, and you know what I mean, they push me. Okay, but a more lighter touch that's not really understood or whatever, or that you can, you know what I mean, tend to slip away from or not recognize is when someone is blocking your path. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to go somewhere, you're trying to move, and you're putting yourself in front of them so they can't move. You know what I mean? That's instantly, that's inviting contact. You know what I mean? That's inviting physicality type of deal. You get what I'm saying? Any type, like if you when somebody, you know what I mean, grab you or something, you know what I mean, grab you with no, you know what I mean? Like physical abuse is just, that's the open and shut case, really. You know what I mean? But it's a lot more stuff that can go with that as well.
Well, since we're talking about physical abuse, because it can also be sexual too. Now, if you know you're doing things that your partner is not on board with, that's physical abuse as well.
To me, I mean, that's rape. I don't care if that's your wife or whatever the hell. That's like, you know what I mean? Like, no, you know what I mean? Y'all have to do that together. Do you feel me? And that's both of y'all. In that, you get what I'm saying? That's not just what you want to do type of deal. It's how, you know what I mean? Y'all got to work that out together. You know what I mean? You
Right.
shouldn't be enforcing anything. Because if she say, you know what I mean, she don't want you to do it like this, and you sitting up there talking about, oh, come on, I really wanted to do this. This is how this is what. No, you know what I mean? No, you feel me? Like that's not what the hell she want to do. You know what I mean? You didn't get with that type of woman or whatever that was gonna, you feel me, let you fulfill your fantasy there. You know what I mean? You got to understand that, man. And like forcing yourself upon your own motherfucking wife, you feel me? That's terrible. That's terrible.
Well, I want to point out, it can go both ways. So we don't
You
want to
can't.
just hammer in on the men.
No, you can't really, man. No. but no, I get what y'all said. I'm just fitting it in. But come on.
What if they slip the fingers in?
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, nah, that's not close. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're saying. Bro.
Yeah.
And
That's physical abuse. That's physical
yeah,
abuse.
that's physical abuse. But listen, but in all retrospect, you feel me? When it comes to that, like that or whatever, it ain't too much. I'm gonna turn down. But that, when it get like that, it's like you already know not to talk to me on no shit like that. You know what I mean?
But
like,
without talking.
And that is in turn to physical abuse the other way around. You feel me? I'm gonna be physically abused. That's terrible. You feel me? That's terrible. That is terrible. Nah. I don't know. I mean, shit, you got to be careful. You know what I mean? Because some of y'all niggas like that shit. Not
To each his
no
own. To each his own.
No,
Exactly. Long as the two
Not
agree.
at all.
You know what I'm
Not
saying?
at all. You know what I mean?
Long
Yeah,
as
that's
they agree.
what y'all. You know, some of y'all be. That's what y'all do. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay. Now this one, you feel me? I kind of feel like, you know, I have a hard time identifying this one, but okay, but I don't know. I'm starting to figure it out. You know what I mean? I'm starting to figure it out, especially because I had a big piece of puzzle of this, a big piece of the puzzle, whatever, to this, you know, collapse or whatever onto the rest of the puzzle, the field type deal.
Okay, so let me help you out a little bit on this one, because to be totally honest, each and every one of us have some narcissistic traits. In order
Look, you
to
already
be,
know what's coming. Hold on, wait a second.
oh, okay, I was trying to say
We gonna go to a little quick commercial or something real quick, and then we gonna come back on this. All right.
Okay.
But yeah, all right. But there it is. She gave it already. You feel me? Narcissistic. You feel me? So we gonna have a little quick little break, and then we gonna come back and we'll talk about that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Working on my style for a while now.
I think I finally got it down. I'm finna clown now.
I've been working on my style for a while now.
I think I finally got it down. I'm finna clown now.
I've been working on my style for a while now. I think I got it down. I think I got it now. I've been working on my style for a while now. I think I got it down. I think I got it. Okay, I'm rocking with my cock out. Don't be scared to show yours. Go and show us your nuts. Just show your ass around. Whores with this jab, I'm feeling clutch your ass. Beat the fault is yours. Watch your mouth in public, bitch. This ain't behind closed doors. Never been the sucker, nah, cause they ain't got my flavor. Never turn my back on y'all, know I ain't no trader. Never fake the funk and never shit worth fake. Like a man who claim he Muslim, but he still leave bay. Can I personally ask for a standing ovation? Is all I ask. I've been grinding all day, working hard on my style till my mind was broke. Sticks and stones break bones, but it's words we quote. Okay, my style dies lean, I got flame, who got fire. I'm a motherfucking king, so I get what I desire. You would never have a queen, you a lame plus a liar. Plus they couldn't fix your brain even if you had MacGyver. Check out my entire attire, you probably get tired. I think a Red Bull is fully required. I got the eye of the tiger, the heart of a lion, the hunger of a hyena, speed of a cheetah, to beat a nigga when he thinking he cheated. When he stepped to the plate, hit him with a curve, y'all should have seen his face. Trying to sell me a bird, I'm like, no, I'm straight. Don't fuck with 6'9" under laws of Jakes. Look, I'm so motherfucking hot, lava second to me. You better come correct if you're stepping to me. I punch you in your neck and watch you struggle to breathe. Struggling all my life, so struggles embedded in my genes. Still clean, I'd rather have it no other way. Bronze bomber mentality still to this day. Mentally abused but turned out okay. Mind still trapped, so you can call me Charles Lee Ray. I don't fuck with house parties cause the kid don't play. Shot a rocket body till your soul decay. Started drinking Bacardi cause it's gluten free. Quit your stutter stepping, partner, you can't skip what I say. I'm a nuisance, I'm a problem, but you can never tell. Been thinking like I'm Lucifer, but that's locked up as well. Life is Mick Foley, truly hell in a cell. Well, my life's the book of Eli, you can call me Denzel. I'm not evil, just talking me, not talking about my people. If I am Austin Powers, you can call him Dr. Evil. Knowing life is in it, knowing there is not a sequel. No, I can't let it go, I'm sorry, I gotta get equal.
All right. Back from our commercial break, you know what I mean? Part 2 of relationships with Philly Black and MzAwnee.
All right.
209 to make the distinction. Okay. I like saying that. You feel me? That's like Uncle Ruckus when he be like, no relation.
No relation.
No relation.
All right.
Okay. So, narcissist. How do you know, or what, let me see. Oh, yeah. How to recognize a narcissist. Woo!
I know. First, I want to say that, you know, narcissism has been kind of thrown around a lot lately. I think, you know, there's been like an awareness recently about narcissism. And so a lot of people want to say, you know, a lot of behaviors, though, if you're engaging in this particular behavior, then you're a narcissist. You know, and the reality is we all have narcissistic traits. However, you have to meet criteria in order to be diagnosed as a narcissist. So, how do you know you are involved with a narcissist? Um, it's one of those things that you don't know until you know, but there's a lot of specific behaviors, especially in relationships, that happens with the narcissist. So I don't know. It almost seems like we need, like, more detailed or more specific questions. Because a lot of times when I'm working with people and they are describing, like, what they're going through in their relationship, and then it's like a combination of things that makes me realize that they are in fact dealing with the narcissist, or a narcissistic personality. And so I try to help them, through that, and how to deal with that. um Sometimes, now everybody's talking about red flags as well. There are specific red flags, but not to be too sensitive, because remember, a lot of us have some narcissistic traits. um you almost have to put it together. You got to kind of analyze uh what you're experiencing. And so, some when you put too many of those things together, you do realize that you are in fact dealing with a narcissist. But one of the things is, in the beginning of a narcissistic relationship, everything just seems perfect, actually. They study you, they listen to what you say, they develop into the person that you need in order to get your defenses down. And then once you fall, um, then you start experiencing some of the negativity of being with a narcissist. Um, if you marry one or have a baby with one, it's gonna start happening. Right, definitely after those two events. But when they realize that you all in, the ride or die, so to speak, um, that you're not going to leave them, that you are definitely infatuated with them, that's when you start seeing the negative side. So,
Okay.
go ahead.
So on for my whole little encounter with this type of behavior, you know what I mean, as far as a narcissist, when you say that, when you say that or whatnot, that once you get married to them, or once they realize that you're all in or something like that, you know what I mean, then that's when you really start to see it. Well, that right there, you feel me, for one that is being, manipulated by one or whatever, it makes it to where it's almost hard for you to actually notice it, because you're so all in. You know what I mean? Because you have decided to dedicate and actually give yourself to this person or whatever, and actually be there for this person. When they realize that you're going to be there for them, it makes it so much more easier for them to treat you this way. And pretty much it's just manipulating you. You know what I mean? Manipulating you or whatever, and making you feel like, you know what I mean, you're doing something for you, or like it's nasty, because when the way that they approach manipulating you, they don't care, and you truly care about them a lot. In the way that they move, it seems so genuine, it seems so nice, it seems like they're there for you and everything, but really, they're just out to get you. And dealing with someone like that or whatever, it's hard to actually notice or whatever that someone is actually like that towards you, until they start to do them negative things that just spells it out. And it's like, hold on, wait a second. If you feel for me the way that I feel for you, then why is it that you can even do this? Why did this even come up as a thing that you do? You get what I'm saying? Like, and that right there starts to let you know what I mean, that to a certain degree or to a certain extent, they really, you know what I mean, it's really for them, or it's out for them to make themselves a say or be or whatever, and they're just going about it at the expense of you. people that can do this so easily and so heartless type of deal, that is what I consider a narcissist. You know what I mean? I don't even truly know, the true definition. Like I said, I don't even really know what narcissist is like that. But to deal with a person that's like that and just wants to try to manipulate you and act like they're just so cool with you and everything because you love them and stuff like that, like that's just nasty. Like it's something hard to deal with. You feel me? But you can easily recognize that or start to notice you dealing with that. You know what I mean? When this person, you feel me, constantly, you know what I mean, do certain things or whatever, or they're not, they never shy back. You feel me? To throw something negative your way and make you feel a certain type of way of a situation. It don't even seem like they're giving you an option. When they asking you something or when they're going about saying something with you, you feel me? It's almost like, you feel me, okay, this is what we finna do. It's not, you feel me, do you want to do this or what do you think about this? You feel me? That's three different ways to go about, you know what I mean, asking somebody to do something for you, with you, or of the sort. You get what I'm saying? And people that just do that so easily, you know what I mean? That's how I try to identify or whatever. Like, okay, this person, you know what I mean, is somebody that you really shouldn't want to deal with.
True. One thing that I want to add on to what you said is, they're doing it like on purpose or whatever. Yes, they do it on purpose, but it's not personal. It's definitely not personal. It's part of the personality disorder. They do it because it helps to make them comfortable, okay, settled with themselves, because they're really a people that are not settled with themselves. They're not okay with themselves. They've been abused in different ways in childhood, and it developed into a personality disorder. So no one is born narcissistic. It is definitely created, and that's how they're able to do what they do so easily and without remorse or empathy, because they lack empathy totally. um but the way that they're able to do it is because it makes them more comfortable in the whatever situation we're in. So whether it be the relationship, whether it be the workplace, wherever, that's what they do. They're very self-centered people. Everything has to be to make them comfortable. That's what we're dealing with when we're dealing with narcissistic
That's what I
people.
kind of just say, the whole control aspect of the thing, you know what I mean? Just to feel like they're in control of something. You know what I mean? Because personally, to their own selves or whatever, they're not in control of their selves, really. They don't have that type of control within themselves. So now they're going out to seek visual control. You know what I mean? Type of deal or something of the sort. Now we're going to tie, you know what I mean, this in. We're going to go ahead and blend the next question, which is can you coexist with a narcissist? We're just going to blend it in, and I'll just go into it now. Yeah, you definitely can. You know what I mean? You definitely can coexist with a narcissist. But the thing is, you know what I mean? You're going to have to be the type of person that is stiff, firm, and all of this stuff with your answers and everything. You got to make sure what you're doing, what you're going into with this person, is something you generally want to do. You know what I mean? When this person starts, once you realize what you're dealing with, when this person start asking you, no, I'm good. You know what I mean? They're going to get mad. They're going to do and throw their little rants or whatever and all of this stuff. They're going to do that because that's just their way of trying to make you go against, you know what I mean, what you're trying to do or what you don't want to do to satisfy what they got going on. So you just got to be, you know what I mean? You literally do, if you're going to help this person, if you want to help a certain person or something of the sort, then you do it out of the kindness of your heart. You do it because you want to help that person. You do it because you want to see this person do better. Other than that. But with that being said, you have to keep your distance You know what I mean? And you have to let this person know or whatever, and you have to be stiff. You know what I mean? As far as no, I'm not. I can't do that right now. No, I'm not interested in that. Oh, I'm sorry. I cannot help you on this one. You know what I mean? No, you know what I mean? You got to yes and know this person firmly. You yes when it's something that you genuinely want to do for this person, and no when you feel like you feel me, it's some extra ass shit that you don't understand. Why is this person so tough on trying to get me to do it? You know what I mean? It is what it is. You got to be stiff. You got to be, you know what I mean? It's a firm yes and no with these people.
So I totally agree with that. There's a question in the comments that says, "Is it really worth your sanity to even try to coexist?" If you don't have a good reason for trying to coexist, I would say no. But a lot of people are stuck with them because they're either married to them, co-parents with them. Um, Sometimes it's our family members, it's our parents, and so yeah, you will have to figure out a way to coexist without continuing to be victimized by them. So
Yeah, you gotta have a firm yes and no with them. You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
But to be honest, you know what I mean. You don't let that. Once you recognize or realize what you got going on, you don't let that. You know what I mean, bother your sanity because it's not you. It's not. You know what I mean. You're not the one that's the problem. It's you know what I mean. It's them. You know what I mean. As long as you recognize that and understand that, then you shouldn't beat yourself up over it. It has nothing to do with you. Now it says, how would you diagnose a narcissist? I mean, shit, a narcissist is gonna diagnose themselves.
No,
They
they
gonna
do not diagnose themselves.
they
They
gonna
have
diagnose themselves to
they
you when they get to showing you them true colors. And you're gonna be like, okay, this
oh, okay.
tripping. Okay, they gonna
Okay.
show you.
No, a narcissist is going to tell you that you're a narcissist because they're not going to have that pointing in their direction. They know that it's a negative thing, and they're going to tell you that you're a narcissist. As far as diagnosing a narcissist, I would say that it's going to be very difficult because they don't seek therapy. They don't have a problem. People dealing with them seek therapy. um, but yeah, other than that, they have no problem with what they're doing, how they behave, none of it. So, they now if a narcissist does show up in therapy, most of the time it's because someone in their life is telling them that they need it and they don't want to lose that person. So they're basically just going through the motions so that person won't leave.
Okay,
But
mom, you finna start some mess.
uh-oh.
You gonna start some mess all around the world. You feel me? You just said you feel me. To diagnose a narcissist is gonna call you a narcissist first. Everybody and their mama finna be calling each other narcissists now.
Well, they do. They do it already. So I'm not saying nothing that's not already happening.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
everybody and their mama finna be. I'm telling you, when I finally heard it, or when I first heard it, I swear to down, I must have heard a narcissist. I started hearing narcissists. You feel me? At least 15 to 20 times a day. When I never even heard
Yeah.
it before.
Well, yeah, because that, like I said earlier, it everybody's aware now. And a lot of people are sensitive to it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So right now there is a heightened awareness of narcissism. And yeah, people are saying, well, they're a narcissist, and but the reality is the criteria has to be met in order for a diagnosis. And so people just kind of throwing out there, oh, you're a narcissist. But the thing of it is if you call a narcissist, they gonna go out of their way to prove that you're the narcissist and not them, straight up. So that's just how it's gonna work. So
Yeah.
really it's a waste of time of you trying to tell them that they are a narcissist. But what I was saying was, if they do show up in therapy, they're only doing it as a means to an end. They're not coming to try to actually get help to change because they have no problem with what they're doing. They're enjoying life, with what they're doing. The other way they come in is part of a couple, and really they just want like validation or to prove that their partner is the one that's ruining the relationship. That's it. Someone said the biggest thing you said is that they don't seek therapy. They're fine with who they are. Well, they pretend to be fine with who they are. They actually have a lot of self-hatred, but when you talk to them, you're going to get the impression that they don't think they do anything wrong.
Yeah, I know I'm wrong sometimes, you feel me? But I ain't finna tell you. No, I'm just look,
No,
shit, I know I'm wrong with
when it comes down to it, you'll be like, okay, I was wrong.
Hey, look, nah, look, okay, look, when the shit get thick, you feel me? It's like, hold on, look, I'm sorry, man.
But now, narcissists, they'll be like, look, no, it was you, and you need to understand that so we can get back to this relationship.
That's it's your fault. It ain't nothing you can say
It's
about
always
it.
your fault.
I don't care. Leave it alone. It's your fault. Hey, sleep in it.
Your fault.
Hey, it's your fault. Sleep in it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Oh, they'll punish you too. They
I
punish.
feel like, you know what I mean. You gotta. The best way that I'll, you know what I mean, go about something or whatever is I just try to express, you know what I mean, how something is making me feel when it comes to a certain situation. You know what I mean? So I'm always going to give, my significant other, you know what I mean, her fair shake. I'm always going to, you know what I mean, give her or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you have the right to feel that type of way, you know what I mean, type of deal. Um, I don't know. I know both of us have, you feel me, two completely different type of backgrounds, but at the same time, I know I got problems, she got problems, you know what I mean? And the fact that I've already, decided to be with her for the rest of my life and stuff like that, it is what it is. I'm going to take whatever problem that she got head on, you feel me? Even if it don't set right with me or whatever, I'm still going to, you know what I mean, be there and participate in this situation or whatever because I know it's important to both of us. You know what I mean? Whether it's my problem or her problem, So, I just try to give them their fair shake. So I say that to say, you know what I mean? I say that to say, you people need to stop trying to control other people. People need to stop, you know what I mean, trying to push what you want done off onto the other person or whatever, or just y'all just need to just try to be, you know what I mean, at peace with one another.
Coexist.
You telling people what to do?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not telling people what to do. I'm just suggesting, you know what I mean, what should be done. You know what I'm saying? Look, now I'm trying to be a narcissist to the rest of the world. Whenever they come across this, now I'm no, but also
look, just stop.
Yeah, y'all, man, come
telling
on, man.
Everybody just stop.
Yeah, y'all got to be better.
They can't help it though, Phil.
I'm sure they can. They can help it. They can, because when they go to do something, you know what I mean, harmful, like we just talked about, you know what I mean? You know when you're making this decision or whatever that is harmful to your other. You know that it's harmful to other people when you do this certain type of stuff.
But she already said it's not personal.
Yeah.
It's a self-soothing.
It's not personal.
So it's like when Felicia sucked her finger.
You should get you a segment up here on the. Your face should be right here in the third.
It's like when your daughter sucked her finger to comfort herself. Mm-hmm. They cause havoc to comfort themselves.
Okay, so okay, so since you brought that up, yeah, they're actually angry. They're angry
Yeah.
people. They're angry on the inside. They don't feel like they got a fair shake. They were abused. You know, a lot of stuff happened to them. So they're angry. But when they start poking at you to stir you up, that you start to play out their anger. So that's why they could sit back cool as a cucumber while you all riled up, you mad, you going off, and they pointing at you like, see, you crazy, you crazy.
Yeah. And
But go ahead.
that's something else I say in another song of mine. You feel me? I reacted. I reacted to how you acted. Now I'm acting out. You feel me? Type of deal. Like it's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's in that song what you said about me.
Yeah.
What you
All
said
right.
about
So
me.
we got a question that says, if you tend to attract narcissists, how can you stop? Start reading those red flags, but you're gonna okay, so the reality is, if you're an empathic person, you're gonna attract narcissists. Narcissists do not like other narcissists because all they're gonna do is just keep doing the stuff to each other. Once it starts even a little bit, they're gonna lose interest. They're not going to be with another narcissist. So they have to have an empathic person in order to be in a relationship with. So the bottom line is, you can't stop attracting them because you are who you are. So you're gonna attract them, but you just gotta see, pay attention to those red flags, even with everything is going all awesome and wonderful, while you're in the love bombing stage. When they do little stuff that's out of pocket, and
Like
you like,
what is actual red flag? Like what is something that somebody can do? You feel me? That's an actual red flag. Like when do you pull the card out and be like, okay, that right there is a red flag?
okay,
How do you?
so right. So, okay, now of course, while you're dating, you're going on dates and everything, there's gonna be red flags because it's gonna be things that you're like, okay, I don't necessarily want somebody that acts like that, behaves that way, or whatever. However, in the beginning, one of the things that I would say is a red flag is someone who just wants you to talk about you, and they don't talk about themselves hardly at all. Like, they don't give you a chance to really get to know them. But now, after a few dates, they know all your business and all everything that you've been through. And then when you'll know that they really did not mean well is you're gonna get slapped in the face with one of those facts.
So what you're saying? So what you're saying is, you know what I mean? Then you should hold back. You feel me? So when you're going out on dates or whatever. So when you go out on a date or something like that. So what you're saying is, you know what I mean, is that you should hold more back during this date or whatever
Well,
type
don't
of
tell
deal.
everything. That's gonna be learned over time. But if
Yeah,
you're the only one talking about your life and what you've been through and what you're doing, and you're not getting that reciprocated, that's a red flag.
type of deal. And I mean that's it. I mean that just goes to when you getting into a relationship with somebody just on GP. Because it's like if we're sitting there or whatever and we're calling ourselves talking or whatnot, you know what I mean? Most people or whatever, they tend to want to let someone talk the most, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So you can kind of feel them out or whatever. But it's like this person is constantly talking because you're not putting anything into the conversation. So now this person is just, what if they find themselves sitting up there trying to create the motherfucking conversation? And that's, you know what I mean? That's the thing too. If you realize that somebody is really not giving you much conversation, then you might as well go ahead and get
Yeah.
away from them and stop talking to them.
Yeah, yeah, but you got to remember, when they do that, when they overshare, is if you really listen to it, it's all positive. It's all their achievements, all the money they have, all the the prestige they have, all the power they have. They're not going to tell you like that deep stuff, like why you got 5 baby mamas.
Okay.
Good Jesus.
Yeah, they're going to
Oh,
talk about their achievements.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Oh, I
gosh.
missed that. What was
Let me
that?
go say they got 5 baby mamas and only 4 children.
Okay.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I was the fifth one. Hey, look, the fifth one, she pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay.
She pregnant.
She pregnant. They ain't had the fifth baby yet. You feel me?
He already.
No, the fifth one is a baby, so we claim it sometimes and sometimes we don't.
Nah, that means she's sitting at home pregnant or whatever, and he on the date with the sixth baby.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
Type of deal. Okay, so would you happen to have any type of books or recommendations or something like that, Mom? Baby, would you happen to have any type of books? I know you read day in and day out.
There was a really good book. I actually did not come prepared to share that, but there is a really good book on
I'll tell
that.
you what y'all do. Y'all can do what I would do if I was to try to find. I just say, look, but go to Google, right? This is how you do it. Go to Google, okay, and just type in books on relationships. Look, let me see what that pull up.
Books on relate. Man, you're gonna pull up a lot of books. It's gonna be hard to weed through them.
Look at that. 5 love languages. Look, you see what I'm talking about? Look, you see what I'm talking about? Anxiety and communication in relationships. Look, just type it in. Look, you can find something. Look, your mental mess. Look, come on now. They out there. They
out there. If you want to learn it, it's out there.
Type of deal, you know what I mean? I would just say, y'all got to work on, you know what I mean, loving yourselves and being, being one with yourselves before y'all try to throw your problems on the next person.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? I like to think or feel like I was one with myself. And I understood a lot, you know what I mean, before I got into my relationship and my marriage and everything. But I'm actually learning, you feel me, as the days go on, that, you know what I mean, you just got to move different. You know what I mean? You got to move different when it comes to your significant other, because their emotions and stuff are just as sensitive as yours. You know what hurt you. You know what I mean, with sting and all this other stuff. So you should already, try to go into, you know what I mean, that can hurt them too. You know what I mean? You pretty much like it says, give respect to get respect or whatever type of deal. So, if you feel a certain way about something or whatnot, you know what I mean? Don't automatically just assume that your partner, you know what I mean, don't feel that way or go through that same type of hurt you go through. So just give your significant other, you feel me, the 50-50 shake that y'all supposed to go into your relationship with. You know what I mean? Mistakes is made. People is not perfect. You know what I mean? If the person is not willing to work on it with you, you feel me, then you should think, you know what I mean, about ending your relationship. I really don't like to tell people to end their relationship. I don't like that to come out of my mouth, really, to tell someone else or whatever if they should be or in their relationship or leave their relationship. So only thing I can say is y'all just, you know what I mean, just try to work it out. If you really love your other, just do what you can, you know what I mean, to try to make the situation better. Don't feel like you some type of sucker or whatever. No, it ain't none of that. You know what I mean? It's about y'all getting along and y'all actually being successful together. Other than that, this relationship topic, you know what I mean, was a good topic for me, you know what I mean, because I've always had problems and everything with trusting someone like that and giving someone my all, because I feel like you know what I mean, I'm so sensitive to a certain degree. But I just, I want y'all, you know what I mean, to really try type of deal. Don't be so quick to give up. You know what I mean? Because it always can work out better for you. You know what I mean? Than some of the situations that the way go. So let me not go too deep, or let me shut up and let Bob say something. But y'all just need to do better. Yeah, we got to do better. You know what I mean? If you love somebody, show that person that you love them.
Well, I'm with you, as far as not wanting to encourage people to break up or leave their relationship. However, I do believe that we as a people should stop being afraid of leaving, because many times we keep ourselves in abusive situations because we don't want to leave. We're afraid to be alone. We're, afraid of looking like a failure, afraid of what other people may say
What
or
other
whatever.
people is gonna say. That's
Right.
what it is.
But we can't worry about any of that. If you are in an abusive relationship, I mean, that's not going to stop. So at some point you are going to reach the end of your rope. But we stay in these relationships for far too long, with consistent abuse. So we got to stop being afraid to walk away from those relationships.
And another thing you for me, when you can hang on to a relationship or something like that for too long, you feel me, to where it makes it difficult for you to rebound on, you know what I mean,
Definitely.
because you waited there too long, you know what I mean, and now it can make it harder for you to actually strive by yourself now, you know what I mean. So you just, you know what I mean, if you really feel it in your heart or something like that, you feel me, that is not for you, you need to take it because you are more important. You are important to you more than anybody else, you know what I mean. You cannot live a miserable life or anything like that for the next person's well-being. That is not gonna, that's not gonna work, type of deal.
Very true.
Okay, so let me see. We're gonna go ahead. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hit them with another infomercial. No, infomercial is when it got like paid products and stuff or whatever in there, huh?
Yeah.
That's the infomercial. Okay, okay. So we gonna go. So we're gonna go to my Philly Black commercial segment. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna run this again. You feel me? Shout out to my Pawamager.
Pawamager.
My Pawamager. I'm gonna have to start saying that at least 10 times, you feel me, a day just to get it, you know what I mean, used to myself. Just keep saying it. Pawamager. Okay.
Philly Black, all work, no play, high side nation shit, you feel me? You already know what it is. Black Talk, you feel me? Look for it. Love. Philly Black, nigga. All work, no play shit, high side nation. Black Talk, nigga. Affecting it to show affection, feel defected. Affecting at an early age from being neglected. That explains why every time I go to love or somebody love me, you always second guess it. Remembering the household, 3 women, 2 men. Pops wasn't around, but now I understand. It took for me to grow old, talk to Pops as an adult, realize he never broke, but it was times he had to bend. Older brother in the streets, older sister right behind him. It was Pokemon cars, Juvie and big timers. Chilling with Delano McKillen where you can find us. Then I got a job painting and planting gardens. Guess I was destined that I would get it regardless. No, I ain't soft and I don't claim to be the hardest. No, I ain't dumb and I don't claim to be the smartest. I woke up and realized I'm just an artist. I just want to thank everybody and anybody, you know what I mean, that's listening to this album. Philly Black, all work, no play shit, high side nation. Look out for Black Talk coming soon, man.
I think that little video was hella dope. You know what I mean? And it gets and it shows that's almost like, you know what I mean. That's behind the scenes like type of deal, all put together and everything. My favorite little part is that little got him. You know what I mean? Type of deal. That's my part right there. Man, I really appreciate everything you do. This, I mean, you know what I mean. This is amazing type of deal. My Pawamager. You feel me? It's really amazing, and I just want to give a shout out to Dita Diva. Matter of fact, I need to get a Dita Diva graphic up here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that is the engine of my operation. You know what I mean? Type of deal. Without Dita Diva, you feel me? There will be no Philly Black. I just want to let y'all know that. You know what I mean? So, you know,
Diva
careful
Production.
when you tread around that. Yeah, be careful when you tread around that one. You feel me? Because that will get you attacked by me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, okay. So, Mom, it's always an honor to do these videos with you. I'm actually, look
somebody
forward to doing
chimed
these.
in.
Who?
We gotta chime in.
Let me see who we got. Oh, what's up with it, Can he
If you click the link, you can get on the
hey, what's up, You want to click the link and jump in here with us real quick? You know what I mean? Before how do I do this? Oh, it's up there at the top. You gotta click the link at the top. Now if you click it, how would I be able to get him in
He
there?
gonna come up right like how mine.
Oh, here to the left.
Yeah.
All right, what's going down with you? Hey, been a long time, big dog, since I heard from you and everything. Type of deal. If you can hop on here with us, that would be awesome.
Do it say where he coming in from?
Facebook.
Mm-hmm. You just gotta click the link.
Yeah, that's if you want to. That's if you want to. You know what I mean? Click the link. But I love you, big dog. You know what I mean? I definitely have to get on FaceTime with you, or whatever. We chop it up because I ain't talked to you in a minute. You know what I mean? I barely be in that Facebook and everything Messenger type of deal, so I don't really be seeing that stuff like that. I don't be seeing videos because I know y'all be in the group videos. Y'all be in the whole little family get up.
Show them how to click in.
No, just click it.
Just click, go up top or whatever at the little top
Philly
comments
Black.
or whatever, and click in the host. It's a link up top. It's like the first comment.
Tell them it's from Philly Black.
Yeah, it's from Philly Black. It's like the first comment up there, big dog. Go ahead and click that and join that link.
Oh. Okay, it's one of the first comments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the first
he'll
comment.
have to scroll down.
It's at the top.
In the comments.
It's like it's on the top.
It's at the top on Facebook, big dog. So scroll up to the first comment. Scroll up to the first comment on the Facebook thing, and you should be able to click that and join us. Big doggy.
I clicked it more.
This my boy right here. This.
Yeah. If he just click it, it'll let him on. I just.
This is one of my favorite uncles. That's one of my favorite uncles right here. Been a long time, big dog. Yeah, him and Uncle Jerry. Rest in peace, old man.
Anybody?
Him and Uncle Jerry. Huh?
Did he come in on the side yet?
No, I didn't see him over here.
He should just have to click.
Oh, he's saying he can't click in.
Man, that sucks. That'd be dope to be able to get first person in here with us, and they doing me. I have to try
it's in the comments. You know, the host under host. There's a link in there.
Instagram. I mean on Facebook.
I see Facebook.
Facebook. It says it's from Philly Black. And he just got to click the blue ink link.
It's the Philly Black one, big dog. You got to click the Philly Black one.
Tell him just click the comment in the blue ink.
Click the comment in the blue ink or whatever. I'm pretty sure you know how to. You know the little thing. Click on that link right there. It's all right. It's all right, big dog.
All right.
I'm gonna chime in. Like I said, I'm gonna have to hit you up. I'm gonna have to hit you up on Facebook and time in with you just personally, and then I'll try to talk you through it. So maybe next time we come on or something, you can click on and talk to me. You know what I mean? And give us, let them know somebody else from my side, really. You know what I mean? Let them see somebody else from my side of the.
Are you doing another live next week?
Yes, I'm doing another live next week. I'm doing. I got to do the album review. I don't know which album I'm gonna do neither. I'm gonna wait. I gotta wait till like Thursday or Friday or something. Let me see on Facebook and turn the questions. Hit me on really following. All right, y'all for sure. I love you, big dog. Look, okay, and that's my favorite nephew.
Favorite nephew.
Okay,
it's out there for the world to see.
Look, you feel me? Look, he got my government right there. Look, there ain't no Philly Black. Look, that's how you know he know me personally. You know what I mean? That's how you know he know. You feel me? If you know, you know. Type of deal. But all right, I love you, big dog. You know what I mean? We're gonna go ahead and close ourselves up out of here pretty much. So Mom, again, it was great, you know what I mean, doing this chat with you. Look, we're gonna throw that up there, you know what I mean? Look.
All right.
Type of deal. But all right, Mom, go ahead and
So we'll be back.
introduce yourself.
We'll be back in 2 weeks. I'm Ani Mitchell, licensed marriage and family therapist. I currently practice in Lodi, but I also practice telehealth throughout the state of California. So if you like some of what you hear, you can get a lot more during a session.
Okay. You feel me? And you know, you got me, Philly Black, you know what I mean? 209 to make the distinction. Of course, I'm an artist, you know what I mean? I do rap, you know what I mean? Type of deal. I'm starting to do these shows and stuff with my mom. You know, of course, hardworking man, do what I got to do, you know what I mean, to proceed in life the right way, you know what I mean? Not the negative way. You can check me out on YouTube and everything. I got videos up there, you know, I got shows. I got a show coming up August 26th with Young Dro. You know, we're gonna be out there in Sacramento on the Y Venue. You know what I mean? We will be there. You feel me? Under All Work No Play. Of course, I'm Philly Black. You feel me? We're All Work No Play type of deal. I got tickets. If you want tickets or something like that, or want to, you know what I mean, try to attend the show or whatever, just hit me up in the DM and I'll see what I can do about giving you some tickets or whatnot and see, you know, how I can get you in there. I have a website, phillyblack.info. You know what I mean? This is for artists and other, you know, things to go up for promotion and stuff like that. If you got, you know, t-shirts or something you want to try to sell, if, you know, whatever it is, however it is that you want to, you know, if you want your product or whatever it is or something you're trying to get out there on the actual website, you know what I mean? Tap in with me. I will have no problem, you know what I mean, with plugging you into my phillyblack.info website. Let me see, Joe and okay. All right, yeah. With that being said, you know what I mean. Just you know, tap in with me. You know what I mean. I'm Philly Black 209. I'm not that hard to find. You know what I'm saying. Just tap in with me and stay tuned. You know what I mean. So we'll have more stuff coming for y'all in the near future. We're going to put up another poll at the end of next week, so y'all can try to decide what next topic that we will talk about. And I just want to thank all of y'all for sharing or coming to even view this whenever y'all get to it or whatnot. Thank y'all, you know what I mean, for the support in advance. You know, y'all just try to have a good night, you know what I mean? Try to do better with y'all relationships, you know what I mean? It's, you know, it can be a beautiful thing, you know what I mean, if you know, not forcing it to be negative type of deal.
All right.
Thank y'all again. Y'all have a good night. You have to stay out of trouble. You know, stay positive. Adios.
All right. Good night.
Good night. All right, Mom.